What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Investing for Beginners community. I'm your host, Johnny, and today we are going over step 5 of the 10-part series of the Financial Freedom Can Be Easy 10-step guide. Now, if you haven't picked up your free copy yet, sign up for the free newsletter below and you'll get this free copy as well as a free budget template to get you started on when you get to step 3. Now, that will help you with step 3, and you could also watch my video talking more about that budget template. Now, moving on, we are going to talk about step 4 today. All that I ask is that you subscribe and smash that like button so you don't miss out on the rest of the series. Okay, now not only when you sign up to that newsletter real quick will you get a private invitation to our private group of over 70,000 members, all sharing the same interest as you, who just want to talk and hang out. And so if you want to join that conversation, definitely sign up for the newsletter, get that private invitation to the group, and get in. Now, step 5 is always save some of your money no matter what. Now, stick around to the end of the video and we are going to compare saving 10% of your income to 20% of your income to 50% of your income. We're also going to see what the wealth class or the wealthiest people in the world, how much they save. Leave a comment below if you can guess how much you think the top 1% of the world save. You'll be surprised at the number. Now, don't be one of those people who says, I'll start saving money when I make more money. Now, I was definitely one of those people that used to say that. How can you save pennies and expect to get anywhere? Well, you can't. So, there's another one that I like to say. I cannot save anything. I can barely pay my bills. Well, yeah, very true. Very true. Now, that is going to be step 4. So you cannot skip ahead in this 10-step guide. A lot of people think, oh, I'll just skip to 8, 9, and 10. It doesn't work like that. Step 4 is very specific. It talks about increasing your income if you do not have a strong savings, which is for step 3. Step 3 talks about budget, how much an average American makes, and how effective it can be to have a budget. We also see some of the turmoils and suffering that play an account when we overspend and we don't stick to our budget. That will be in series or step number 3 of this series. Definitely check that out and don't skip these steps. Start with step 1, then 2, then 3. We are now on step 5. So congratulations to all of you, because we have now figured out a way to control your spending, have a baseline of your budget, start saving money. We talked about how you could save over $1,000 in 90 days, which is just crazy, but it's possible. Go watch video 3 after this. You'll know more about that. Talked about how to increase your income, whether it's your business or whether it's through work, by simple ways such as resume building, which we can, if you want and you're interested in that, definitely leave a comment below. And now we are on step 5, which is saving. Now, it's important. What is the solution if you say that you don't have enough money to save? Or what if you're saying that you don't even have enough to pay your bills? Well, there is definitely a solution, and that's why we're here. Now, step 5 talks all about this strategy. You should always be saving money no matter what happens. Now, how? The best strategy is to save. In saving is to pay yourself first. By doing this, you will never have the excuse that you did not have enough to save. Make it a priority. This is where the budget and the baseline comes in, paying yourself. Now, in the example for the gentleman or client, was that he was able to save $300 a month or $333 a month, which was fantastic. Now, he made it a priority to do that for himself. He skipped out on that vacation and he skipped out on a few other things that he was overspending on. One, he tracked it so he knew he was overspending, and then he took into an account and he fixed it. Now, if you don't have much room to even do that with your budget to save money now, then the only answer would be to increase your income, which is step 4, or to lower your expenses, step 3, or both. 3 and 4, right? We're building this. These are building blocks. You can't put a building block on the 5th story if you haven't built the first 1 through 4 stories. You gotta build the first story first, and then the second story. It's a foundation which you're growing on. Don't skip the steps. If you're watching this video for the first time, because I get a lot of new viewers on here, go to the beginning of this series and start with episode 1. Now, you will never change your life until you change something that you do every day. The secret to success is that you have a strategy that works for you to incorporate it into your daily routine without actually creating any suffering or making it feel like your life is so miserable. The last thing I want for you guys is to live a really miserable life. But if you can slowly, and I'll show you a strategy, okay, where I'm going to show you a strategy. If you can slowly increase that number over time, then you'll be okay. Now, never let excuses get in the way of saving money. It's a long-term goal that starts today and never stops. It's not just I'll save $50 today and now I'm free. No, you got to save $50 every month or every week or every day, depending on your situation. Now, we were going to talk about the difference between spending different amounts of money. Now, let's go over that. Now, if you don't spend any money, clearly you're going to be in the same place next year as if you were this year because you didn't spend any money. Now, the average savings rate is about 7% for most Americans. 7%. That's not very much. Now, what about millionaires? What about the top 1% of the world? What do you guys think? I asked you at the beginning what you guys think, so definitely leave a comment below because I'm curious to see what your answer is. Now, the top 1% of people actually save 38% of their income. That's almost 40% of their income. Now, that is roughly almost half, but 38% seems to be the average savings rate for everyone that's in that 1% class. Now, clearly they're making more money, but that's where step 4 comes in, which is increasing your income. They could save more because they have more income, because their necessities aren't quite 50% anymore. Maybe they're 20%. Now, this is a strategy that I want to talk to you about. It's a very simple strategy. Anyone can do it, and it's a great way to get started on saving. I don't know how much to save. Do I save 10%? Do I save 20%? Heck, you might think, oh, I could save half of my money, 50%. And then you have a really miserable month, and then you get behind on bills, and then you're like, uh-oh, what do? I have to pull out of my savings account. And then you're not really saving. You're just kind of postponing bill payments, I guess, getting late fees. So don't do that. The best thing you can do, start with something you're comfortable with. I mean, heck, start with 1%. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me. Some people say, oh, start with 10%, 20%. Start with 1%. 1% is an easy number, guys. If you make $2,000 a month, that is how much? Quick, easy math, $20. Do you think you could save $20 a month? Come on, guys. $20 a month. You get 2 paychecks. That's $10 a paycheck. That's $5 a week. That's less than $1 a day. That's like maybe 80 cents or something. Okay. I know you can do it. Okay, I know you can save at least $1 a day. Challenge yourself this month to save $1 a day. And then after 1 month goes by and you save that $20, increase it 1%. Now you're saving 2% of your income. Next month, 3%. Next month, 4%. By the end of the year, if you do this correctly, by the end of the year, you could potentially be saving 12% of your income. Now, what if you say, oh, well, I got to about 5-6% savings and it started to hurt and it started, I was getting a little tough and started, not eating so good. And well, okay, maybe that's it then. Maybe you only save the 5%. Okay, we're not trying to make you suffer. We're not trying to change any of your natural habits, but we're just trying to fix and create some spending habits. Okay, back off. If you have to come back and only do 5%, do 5%. But the goal here, let's try to get up to 10%. At least get to 10%, guys. 10% of $2,000 a month is $200. $200 is now something you could work with and start investing. Now, an example for the step 3, we talked about the client getting $300 in savings a month. There's about $333 a month in savings on a $2,000 income. Check out that step. I feel like that's a pretty average amount of income for most people in this age bracket for my viewership, roughly 20 to 35-year-olds. That's about right, okay? Go check that out. It's really simple. Go see it. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if that's your budget. Shoot, send me a screenshot and DM me on Instagram. What's your budget? How does it look? Let me know. Let me see if I can help you with it and work on it. All right, guys, so that is step number 4. No, five. That's step number 5. Okay, and if we're not there yet, and you still feel like you don't have enough to barely pay your bills, start with step 1 all over again. What do you want to achieve? What are your goals? Start there. Go to step 2, which is creating small steps that'll get you where you want to be, right? Now you need those goals. You know where you want to be. I want to make 5 or 10 grand a month or etc. X amount of dollars. And then you make goals. Well, how do I do that? I got to increase my income. I got to stop spending so much. I got to live beneath my means. Step 3. I got to keep increasing, my skill level. Step 4. So definitely subscribe to the channel so you can keep learning. And number 6 is going to be creating an emergency fund. And yeah, I know everyone talks about emergency funds. It's not that complicated. But if you're enjoying the series, we will be talking about it. And if you want all this information, you can download it for free with the link in the descriptions below or in the show notes if you're on the official Investing for Beginners Community podcast. Go follow. And you can get this free ebook, pocket version, give it to your friends, use it for whatever. You'll get the free budget template, and you'll also get a free weekly newsletter sent to your email box with all these free resources, videos, and a ton of stuff to level up your game in investing. Hope you guys enjoyed. Go watch another one of my videos, and we'll see you in the next one.